I love simplicity. Simplicity requires effort. Complexity is pretty much normal. If you don't believe me, just wait till you get into a relationship, get married, and have a family. You'll see how life gets complicated pretty quickly. Complexity in business, government, and our personal lives is natural and normal. We need to battle it with simplicity, looking for ways always to simplify. We all love that term, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Again, that term exists for a reason. We have to fight for simplicity. And how important is it to keep things simple? Well, here's a quick example. In 2008, the 3 largest banks in Iceland collapsed. This rose the debt of Iceland to roughly 50 billion euro. That's 7 times the GDP for Iceland in 2007. The interesting thing, though, is one bank did not collapse. One bank actually stayed in the black. Even though 85% of the economy of Iceland was wiped out, this bank was okay, and it was ran by women. The 2 ladies that started the bank had a very simple approach. They had determined up front that they would never invest in anything they did not understand. Simple, and it works. Embrace simplicity. Hi, Brian McCordy here from Black Belt Lean Thinking. And as I mentioned, we need to work at keeping things simple. I like Albert Einstein's quote that if you can't explain something in simple terms that others can understand, then that means you probably don't understand it that well yourself. Bruce Lee was another one of my favorite proponents of simplicity and lean thinking. Where most martial artists try to gain a bigger arsenal, learning more and more techniques, Bruce believed in stripping his down to a very limited arsenal that he was more effective with. And training methods the same way. Look for what gives you the most effect and then go for that. We need to strive for simplicity in all that we do. And this is a lot of what lean is all about. Again, complexity is natural. As you grow a business, say you have one restaurant and it grows to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, you get layers of people and systems, and complexity is just kind of inherent. To simplify requires effort. It requires lean thinking. And a lot of the lean tools help us to remove the fog of business and simplify things. The 8 forms of waste, again, are a great example of this. By removing those wastes, we'll be able to see things clearer and we'll remove certain amounts of complexity. Hoshin thinking, have you ever heard of Hoshin Connery? The idea of Hoshin is you understand what the goal is, that main point. And again, that is very powerful right there. What is the purpose of your business? What's the main goal for this year? Interesting thing, I have never yet, other than one business and one facility, been able to walk into a business, walk up to different employees and ask them, what's the goal for your facility for this year? And get the same answer from everyone. Usually, typically I will get people that don't have an answer at all. Again, if we want to get everyone's effort focused towards something like a laser focusing that light, they need to understand what the purpose is. Again, like in the duck hunting, you got to pick one target at a time and go for it. You can't shoot 6 ducks at once. Simplicity, have that goal, have that target. Hoshin Connery gives you a structure for identifying what is your purpose, your goal, your main target, and then cascading that down throughout the entire organization, make sure everyone is on board and everything supports that main goal. In your business, value simplicity. Make that one of your core values. Look for ways to simplify what you do and how you do it. Remove as much of that noise in your systems as possible. Make sure everyone understands clearly what the goals and targets are now, and that all efforts are in support of those. Again, in business, government, relationships, complexity happens. We need to simplify. We need to use those 8 forms of waste. We need to use Hoshin thinking. We need to use A3 thinking. We need all those tools to help us remove noise, give us a clear path towards our set goal and target. Simplify, simplify, simplify. It was interesting when I sat down to make this video and started writing down all the things I'd like to put in it, it became very complicated. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to simplify it and go with that central theme of, you know what, complexity happens, work to create simplicity, and the way you do that is, number one, know your goal, then use lean thinking, use the lean tools. If you have questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me. Again, we're all in this together. When businesses succeed, it helps everybody. Till next time, Ryan McCorder, Black Belt Lean Thinking. Keep it simple.